Hey, GD Talbot here. Been a few weeks since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do one today. I think we need to discuss the Supreme Court. Because honestly, people on both ends of the political spectrum are doing a lot of misleading having to do with the Supreme Court. Uh, One, the Supreme Court only works, it can only work appointing a new judge to the Supreme Court if the judge and the Senate agree on it. So, in other words, if the Senate and the president are in the same political party, there is a high chance of it happening even in a presidential year. In fact, it's been done like 20 times. I think the 20 times it's happened, I think two times the Senate actually voted no. The good thing here is Trump said, no, I'm going to appoint. It's up to the Senate now to do their jobs. And guess what? Your government is working. Like, that's the important part. Your government should always be working. Just because people can't get their way doesn't mean our government shuts down. Our government has to keep moving forward. Next point, I'm neither in no particular order at all. I'm just trying to get points out that I'm trying to make about this. The other is just because we have a majority controlled conservative Supreme Court, Roe versus Wade will not be overturned. And that's, I'm saying that, and any of you know me out there, I am massively pro-life. Roe versus Wade should never have happened. It was based on lies. I hate Roe versus Wade. It should be overturned just on the principle of the lies behind it. But the problem here is we don't have the justice to do it. Now, here's the thing where people pro-life get angry. Just because the judges lean right politically does not mean they're anti-Roe versus Wade or even anti-abortion. In fact, this will be the third judge to the Supreme Court Trump has picked. The first two would not vote to overturn Roe versus Wade. I'm not going to go into an hour detail of the evidence behind this. If you don't believe me, research it. They're not. In fact, the only judge on the Supreme Court right now who might vote to overturn Roe versus Wade is very old. Been on the Supreme Court for a while. Funny how when he was nominated, the Democrats falsely accused him of rape too. That's hilarious. Um, Another mis. So if this woman does get in, she is highly pro-life. We'll have like two people that might vote to overturn Roe versus Wade. That's not enough. Here's the next thing that really makes you angry. It's going to make it makes people on the right angry. If I'm wrong, Roe versus Wade gets overturned, abortion will not be illegal. See, here's the thing. Liberal judges like to use the Supreme Court to create legislation and laws. Judges on the right want to use the Supreme Court for what it was originally intended, and that is a balancing system for them to judge is a law in line with our constitutional rights. See, you start seeing the difference? This is the reason the Democratic Party is freaking out, because the Supreme Court is one of those things they fall back on because liberal judges think the government should tell you how to live your life. Conservative judges say, you tell us how to govern. See, there's a big difference on how, they want to run our government. And if you don't believe me, look at how much they want to change the system. Trump won, they wanted to get rid of, change how we vote. They're worried about Trump winning again. Now they want to make illegal mail-in voting, which is what you want to do. They want to push, you just really stack those ballots in there, and they want to go way past the election day, which is actually not constitutional. So here's the thing: what you see, and why they're really upset is it has nothing to do with abortion at all. Well, also another point to make: if Roe versus Wade is overturned, it will simply make Democratic-controlled states go more crackhead, like probably as far as letting a baby be alive for a couple of days and let the mother kill it or something. I don't know what. I mean, they're already pushing in there. They're already pushing for up to birth and to allow a baby to die right after birth. Like they're already pushing for this. Everything we're seeing in response at pro-life, I'm very sad about, is the reason it's coming about. Is people just can't imagine it. And honestly, if Roe v. Wade gets overturned, I guarantee you there'll be Democrats that'll say it'll be okay up to 2 days or 4 days or some kind of bull crap. And Republican controlled states, this here is going to make people angry, will still have abortion. It will go more into a gray area. It'll go into first trimester where people push, well, is it really a baby? Is it really not? It's just big, it's a couple cells, blah, blah, blah. And because there's that gray area, it'll stay legal at that point. Because it's amazing how much Christians like to turn their head and say, all right, that doesn't bother me, I can't see it. Okay, so I'm like, of course, all of you that know me, human life is human life. If there is, if a woman gets pregnant, it doesn't matter if it's 1 day or 9 months, there is a human child growing inside of her. So everyone knows my feelings on this. All human life must be protected, not just some. But I'm just giving the argument out there so people maybe can understand what's going on here. And you're being massively misled. If you think this woman gets in, that's the end of abortion, you're wrong. If you want to end abortion, like actually make abortion illegal, you are going to have to keep not just a Republican president in the White House for decades. So you're going to have to keep electing ones in there. They're going to have to be massively pro-life. You got to remember, most Republican presidents are not massively pro-life. They're not. Like, you have to really push for someone who really believes in Christianity and the value of human life for decades, and you're going to have to keep electing people in there. Like, it would have to be Pence, and then it would have to be somebody else. It would have to take a long time to actually make abortion illegal in this country. I'm sorry, it's sad. I don't want it that way either, but it's just the logic of what's going on. Another thing I want to point out with the Supreme Court and why the Democrats are freaking out is because the Democrats, like I said, want to tell you how to live. They want the government to, where Republicans want you to tell the government by voting and things, how you want the government to be. And this is why Democrats are extremely upset, because they know they can't use the Supreme Court as a weapon anymore. And the sad part is now they're accusing the Republicans of wanting to use it as a weapon, which, again, that will not happen, because judges who lean to the right, they want to say if something's in line with the Constitution, like trying to push off an election for weeks on end as more and more somehow magical ballots come in. Like, yeah, the Supreme Court, if it's majority conservative, it's not going to allow. That will be considered unconstitutional. There's other things that would be considered unconstitutional too, and which would have to directly go with abortion, and that's forcing people to pay for other people's abortions. Yeah, well, I guarantee you, if it's a right-controlled Supreme Court, we'll find that unconstitutional, and I agree. This a prediction I made back in 2016. I actually wrote a book called Protectors of Life, The Tale of Trudy, that actually discusses this in great detail, where Planned Parenthood will actually turn completely 100 for-profit only and will no longer get any tax money. This is an actual reality. Like, this could actually happen with a Supreme Court that leans right. And it might be another reason why the Democratic Party is freaking out, because they got this weird relationship with them. They give them tens of millions of dollars in government money, and they turn around and give them tens of millions back to their parties. It's like a whole shenanigans going on there. So if you think that getting this woman in might lead to Planned Parenthood being defunded from the U.S. government, yeah, I think this is a really big chance that will happen in the next 4 years. And that should happen, because we live in a republic. People should not have to fund other people's lifestyles and beliefs. That's just simply part of the way our country is. And again, that's where Democrats get upset. They want to tell you what you're going to support instead of you deciding what you want to support. So yeah, so that's my take on what's going on with the Supreme Court and this new lady is coming up, and more than likely will get voted in. I'll be surprised if she's not. So just remember, don't vote Democrat. They're crazy. Put out a hello to all my little homies down in Florida and my one little homie in Georgia. I miss you and love you guys, and I hope I can come down south sometime. I'm out.